Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. I am super excited that you're here. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all, I am beyond hype about today's show because I have wanted to interview this man since he was Byron Douglas III on A Different World. Do you know who I'm talking about? Or maybe you remember him as Papa Pope on Scandal. Woo, y'all. This man has had some iconic roles. The list could go on and on, right? Anyway, in the building today, I have Emmy Award winner and NAACP Image Award recipient, Joe Morton. Y'all, I cannot wait to talk to him. And joining him, I have celebrity acting coach, director, producer, and casting director, Tracey Moore. I'm excited to chat with her as well. They are the hosts of Inside the Black Box, and it is streaming right now on Crackle. Season 2 just kicked off, so you can go catch up on season 1, catch up on season 2. I'm telling you, this show is so good. But anyway, I'm going to let them tell you all about it, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss today's show.
Hey, Shamika.
Hi, welcome to Check the Rhymes. How are y'all?
Hi, Shamika. We're great. Thank you.
I am super excited to talk to you guys because I love Inside the Black Box. Such an amazing show. So I have to know, Tracey, how did you come up with this idea for this show, and actually tell everybody what it's about, because I don't know that a lot of people have discovered this gem of a show.
Well, in creating this show, it was basically through my personal experiences as an acting coach, more so as a casting director in the late 80s. And a lot of times when I was at corporations like VH1 or MTV or Nickelodeon, I was always the only person of color in the room. And there's different language, there's different protocol. And, you know, one of my examples is a director telling me to tell a black actor to basically be more ghetto or urban. And so I felt like we needed a platform to talk about, as a person of color, our experiences, our journeys, because they are specific and they are different. And this is a platform for us to introduce new talent, because we do work with actors in improvisations, and it's interactive with our guests as well. And it's about this season, it feels like the awareness of Inside the Black Box is starting to pick up, but in us bringing the awareness of these challenges for us in this business that are consistent in 2022, that we want to move in the direction of solutions. We want to move in the direction of having more people of color in green light positions, workable budgets, the ability to tell more of our stories. And so that is the goal. That is the prayer for this show to accomplish.
Okay. Joe, I was so nervous to talk to you because every time, I think you have had me shook since you were Papa Pope on Scandal. Like literally shaking over here like, oh gosh, what's he going to say to me? So when I watched Inside the Black Box, I saw a different side of you, and I was like, oh, you reminded me of one of my theater professors that, you know, we saw your teaching side. So talk about that, because one of the things that I've heard you say in several interviews is that this show is showing where we came from and where we need to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think what we try to do on this show is understand where we've come from, so that we have a better understanding of where we need to go and how to get there. It's you know, in terms of what Tracey was just saying, you know, it's interesting to me that, you know, people are always talking, people of color are always talking about that there's nothing of ours on TV, you know, where are our stories and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So actually, I'm going to use this opportunity as a shout out for all those people out there who have money, who have influence, who have the ability to sort of get things done. If this is a show that you really, really like, if this is a subject that you think need to be sort of expanded in some way, give us a call. Help these young actors who are now given an opportunity to show you what they can do, and to understand where they've come from and where they want to go. Give them sort of a hand up, because this is a time where we all need to be, as Tracey said, we need to find solutions. And one of the solutions is literally putting your money where your eyes are.
Yes, yes. And one of the things that I wanted to bring up to both of you is, and it just reminds me of an interview I did with Ruth E. Carter about the costume designer. And we were talking about how she was the second Black costume designer to have the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And one of the things we were talking about is it's a shame in 2022 that we are still at the point of saying the first, the second, the third. What do you guys think? Like her comments were that Black people seem to still be getting shut out. Do you guys agree? Do you think I thought one thing she said that was interesting was we should be now at the point of the 10th or the 20th at this point. Either one of you can answer that.
I mean, look at what's happening in the political world. Jeffries is now the first Black man to be the leader of a major political party.
Yeah.
So that's the first.
Yeah.
Obama was the
Yes.
first Black president. So we still are in that time of the first, which is a good thing. It means that shell that was never able to be cracked before has now been cracked. Black Panther cracked it in terms of foreign markets. So all these things are beginning to happen, and we need to be actively continuing to support those kinds of fissures, if you will.
And I think this is the show where we can bring Ruth Carter on and talk about that. There's so many people. I think what's really important is for young people, and I find this in my business when I'm coaching, is to do your due diligence, know your history. And that's what's missing with a lot of these young actors. They don't know the history. And there's a different work ethic that Joe has compared to, actor A, who may be in their 20s. Joe's stamina is crazy compared to them, and so I think that when you know your history, you're empowered. When you're a first, you open up doors for other people to follow. And I think that I agree with Joe. It's a positive thing as opposed to not having a star.
Exactly. I could talk to you both all day. I want to finish this conversation inside the black box, but it is streaming now, you guys, on Crackle right now. Season 2 is underway. I want to thank you both for joining me today on Check the Rhymes.
Thank you.
Thank you.